G'day y'all. We are in the middle of moving. We're actually staying with some in-laws while we wait to move into our new house. So I'm trying to just keep everything status quo. I'm still getting fragrances in just to give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what's coming up this month. I've got the original Maison Alhambra Tobacco Vanille and also the newest bottles of them. Their newest bottles actually come in 30 mils. All of the new ones, I'll show you some of them. I'm not going to show you all of them because you gotta watch the videos, guys. So here, you've got Coral Blush, Pacific Blue, and Pink Velvet. I'm sure you know which ones these are duping. So keep your eyes peeled for these videos. They will be up later this month. Things are already falling, so that's great. I do have some new fragrances that did arrive along with these that I just want to rip open and smell and share them with you guys and share my thoughts. I also have some decants that I didn't get to last month that I didn't smell, so I'm gonna smell these as well. So we'll go through these, we'll open up the new fragrances. Also, I wanted to ask you guys, I do have a second channel. I haven't uploaded anything on it yet, but I figure I might actually do like a home and living kind of channel. I want to do a house tour when we move in, and I would probably upload it on that other channel. I'll just link it down below and up here, wherever. Let me know if you guys are interested in that, because it's definitely something I can do. I'm very excited. Okay, shameless plug over. So I've got 9 decants and then 2 fragrances that I'm going to open that I actually purchased full-size bottles, and that will be towards the end, so stick around for that. The first scent I have is Imaginary Authors Every Storm a Serenade. So this one's got notes of seawater, vetiver, spruce, eucalyptus, ambergris, and callone. It appears to be a sea breeze-esque synthetic note. Ooh, It is technically unisex, but it's very, very aromatic. The spruce is very heavy. I would consider this more masculine leaning, but it does have like a sea breeze-esque feel to it. I don't know, I feel like I've smelled something very similar to this many times. People are comparing this to Acqua di Gio Profumo. Now, I actually have Acqua di Gio Profumo, and I can tell you the difference right now. You don't quite have that same marine seaweed-esque quality to it. This has got more of an herbal feel in Acqua di Gio Profumo. It's got rosemary and sage. It's also got an incense in the base. So this is more herbal. The Imaginary Authors is definitely more sea-esque. I would say like a pine tree on the ocean. Pine tree? Spruce. Spruce and vetiver near the ocean. It is very masculine. I don't think I would wear this personally. I would love to smell it on someone else. I don't know, maybe I would wear this. It is a beautiful sea-like fragrance, so this is like a pirate. Video coming soon, by the way. Yeah, I very much like this one, but I'm not sure I would wear it myself. I would like to smell it on others though. Okay, the next one I have is Lattafa's Ameer Oud Intense Oud. So in here you've got lots of woody notes, you've got woodsy notes, oud, sugar, vanilla, you got sandalwood and herbal notes in the base. This seems interesting. This is another unisex fragrance. Oh. If you love oud, if you love vanilla, and you love sweet stuff, this is the one. Ooh, this is good. The vanilla is already so strong. I'll show you what the juice looks like in my decant. It's got a little bit of a color. It's got like a golden peachy color. Obviously, this is a decant, so I don't know how much. And this has actually been sitting, waiting for me to smell this for about a month. So it could also be because it's kind of just been chilling for a while outside the bottle. But the vanilla is very rich in this. It's a very rich vanilla and oud, and the oud is very smooth. I like the combination of the oud and the sandalwood. It keeps it from being like too medicinal, and it's super sweet. Oh, this is a good one. This is a great fall and winter fragrance. I don't think I'd wear this in the summer. I think you might choke someone out, but this is beautiful. Oh my God. I think I have to get myself a bottle of this. The vanilla is so creamy, but it's cut with like that intense oud, so it's just the perfect balance, the perfect combination. Okay, this is a good one. Highly recommend. Lattafa Ameer Oud Intense Oud. This is quite unisex. I think this is truly unisex. I would wear this personally. Next, we've got Hermès's Rose Ikebana. This appears to be a very green fragrance. You've got rhubarb, tea, rose, of course. You got lemon, cassia, similar to cassis, I'm assuming. Orange, musk, fruity notes. You got some spices in there. These aren't explicitly stated, just spices. We're actually about to go into a heat wave, so this is perfect time to get a fragrance like this. Oh, I get that tea in there. It's very fresh, a very fresh smelling tea. And the rose is very watery. It's a very bright, uplifting rose. It's not a heavy rose. The combination of the tea and the rose is just like it's just very like uplifting and happy. I think the lemon's probably doing a lot of work in that regard. But the lemon's not too heavy or synthetic. It's a beautiful lemon. There's a little bit of sweetness from the orange, but really the focus is on the rose and the tea is what I'm picking up the most from this. The rose, the tea, and the rhubarb. This is beautiful. Again, like I said, the perfect time of year for me at least to wear something like this because we're on the front end of a heat wave. Ooh, I really want to get a bottle of this. It's just so fresh and the lemon in here is so good. This is such a beautiful green fragrance. Again, another unisex, but I don't know, I feel like maybe it's a little bit more feminine leaning. Perhaps the rose is a bit more prominent. I can see why if you love masculine scents, you might not love this one. Like, I don't know if my husband would wear this, for instance, but I would happily wear this. This is really beautiful, watery rose and rhubarb tea combination. So bright, so uplifting, very fresh, keep you cool. Sorry, I'm also not trying to be too loud. Okay, so the next one I have is from Serge Lutens. It's Écrin de Fumée, which translates to smoke box. So as you can probably guess, we've got a note of smoke, we've got tobacco, rum, cacao, and some woody notes in there. I'm already loving the sound of these notes. I am freaking hyped for this one. Oh, I can already smell it. I can already smell it. I can already smell it. Oh, just bonked the mic. Okay, I think I prefer this to something like Smoking Hot by Kilian. I know they're not necessarily similar, but as far as the smoke note goes, I don't know. I wish the rum was maybe a little sweeter in here to cut through that smokiness. This is very smoky. I don't know if I would personally wear this one. I think this is maybe more of a masculine leaning scent with how smoky this is. This is like a cigar with rum, basically. There is maybe a tiny bit of a sweetness, but it's really not much. Again, I think if the rum note was maybe a little more prominent and sweeter and more forward, I might wear something like this, but I think it's just a bit too bitter. The cacao's very bitter. I like the tobacco in this one, but I think it's not for me. I think this one is just not for me, but it's a beautiful fragrance, beautifully done. Just leans a bit too masculine for me personally. So we're moving the other way completely with this one. So the next one I have is Tiziana Terenzi's Kirke. This one's got lots of fruit. You've got passion fruit, peach, pear, raspberry, cassis, and sand. You've got lily of the valley. You've got heliotrope for the florals. In the base, you've got musk, sandalwood, vanilla, and patchouli. I don't know. I'm looking at this and going, I don't know if these notes are exciting to me, but let's see. Okay. Something's weird about the fruit. At first sniff, it smells beautiful. The more I smell it, I'm getting a sharpness. Listen, it's very fruity at the top, very fruit forward. There's a little bit of vanilla. The musk is more forward too. I'm not loving this one. There's just something in that fruit that is just a little sharp for me. Maybe it's the passion fruit that I'm not loving in here. Oh, the musk is getting heavier too. I think the musk is too heavy for me in this. I don't like the combination of these fruits and the heavy musk that they've used. It's becoming very overpowering. I don't know. At the first sniff, the fruits were beautiful. A little bit sharp maybe, but perhaps it's just that musk that's coming through and it's just not for me. It's a little bit too heavy for me. I don't know if I would personally wear this, but I can see why people would like it. I wish the musk wasn't so forward. It's just too prominent, I think. Okay, shame. So the next one I have is by Rosendo Mateu. It's number 5, Floral Amber Sensual Musk. This one is another unisex fragrance, claims to be anyway. In the top, we've got spices, exotic floral notes. We've got a carnation note in there, lily of the valley, and in the base we've got amber, vanilla, and musk. Just looking at the notes, seems like a very likable scent. Let's find out. Not flinging any decants today, guys. Oh, just got all over my finger. Cinnamon, maybe a touch of clove in there as well, very faint. That's kind of what I get from that. It's not too strong of a fragrance. There is a smoothness from the vanilla. It's a lot warmer than I was expecting. It's a very smooth, warm, spicy amber. Oddly, I think you could get away with wearing this at any time of the year. It's not too heavy. It's warm, but it's not heavy. Do you know what I mean? I think this is feminine. I think this definitely leans more feminine. The florals are, I think, maybe coming across more feminine to me, and the spices are a bit sweet. It's not my favorite, but there's nothing in here that sticks out to me that I dislike necessarily. Just not necessarily something I would maybe look for, but it's very beautifully done. I don't know how I feel about it. It's odd. Maybe that's what I'll say. I can't say there's one thing that sticks out that's necessarily wrong about it. Maybe just not my style. Not up my alley. I don't know. I might come back to that one and smell it again. Maybe my nose needs a bit of a break. Okay, the next one I have, Tardes by Carner, Barcelona. This one's got notes of almond, Brazilian rosewood, rose, geranium. We've got a plum note in there, Virginia cedar, celery. In the base, you've got heliotrope, tonka bean, and musk. Okay, interesting. I'm very curious with the almond in here. I've really been thirsting for more almond heavy fragrances. So hopefully this is something I like that I can add to my list. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I thought of was hair product. I don't know if there's something, I don't know if I have something that smells like this, like a hair product. It might be the geranium. It might be the florals in there. Like, I wouldn't expect to smell this in a fragrance. I swear to you, there's gotta be a hair product that smells like this. The almond is like super powdery. This is like a very powdery fragrance, which I wasn't expecting. I don't like it. I think it's not for me. It's a very bitter powder, and I don't like the florals in this. For some reason, it's reminding me of just a hair product, and now that I've drawn that association in my mind, it's all I'm getting. I don't know. There's a powderiness. It's too sharp. It's too forward for me. I'm not loving this one, unfortunately. I'm barely picking up any fruitiness. Even the rose is hard to pick up. It's just being completely overtaken by that geranium. Or it's the heliotrope. I'm guessing maybe it's the heliotrope doing that. It's just so forward and powdery. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this one. In fact, I can feel it starting to give me a headache. Yeah, you might like it. Maybe if this was on the skin, I'd feel a different way, but because I'm disliking it so much, I really don't want to spray it on myself to test. I'll just be honest. I don't know. This might be another one I have to come back to. So I just stepped away and had a sandwich. Had to give my nose a bit of a break because I felt like it was just getting a bit too skewed. Let's continue. The next one I've got Rudis by Nobile 1942. This is actually a men's fragrance. So I've got a couple of men's fragrances here. This is interesting. In the top, you've got grapes, dried fruits, bergamot, rose, you've got saffron, cedar, geranium, carnation in the middle. And in the base, you've got leather, incense, immortelle, vetiver, patchouli, and musk. I'm very intrigued by this. Grapes. Very much curious about the grape note. It's, the incense is very, like, medicinal, very, very strong, like, medicinal property coming from maybe it's a combination of the incense and the leather. It's so hard to pick up any of the fruitiness. I just get a really strong incense and leather. Maybe some spiciness, maybe a little bit of spiciness, and I don't know what fruits they've used in here, the dried fruits, but that could also be contributing to what might be coming across as like a spicy facet. So it's like a spicy incense leather, but it's got a medicinal property. Okay. It's a very interesting fragrance. I don't know if I love this one. I don't mind it, but I definitely don't pick up the grapes. Yeah, I'm not getting a grapiness. So not quite sure about this one. Not a love. The last decant I have is Sun Men or Sun Men by Jil Sander. This one's a less complicated note profile. You've got rosemary in the top. You've got cardamom and nutmeg. And then in the base, you've got musk and sandalwood. So a bright, fresh, spicy fragrance. So let's see how this one smells. This is another men's scent. I don't know if I mentioned that. God, I feel a lot more lively after I eat. Ooh, I really like this one. Ooh, it's very fresh. It's very green and bright and almost like tangy. It's crisp. Ooh, the rosemary is not too pungent in this one. It's nice and bright and citrusy. Ooh, this is beautiful. Ooh, I love this one. Of course, very masculine. It is a masculine scent, but I think this is great. I feel like it's a scent story that you may have smelled before, but it just does it really well. There's nothing that really stands out to me as super special about it, but it's just good. It's just good. It's a good, nice, bright, fresh, herbal scent. I like this one. This is really nice. See, this is one I would want Mr. Zuri to wear. I'd love this on him. Okay, so now that we've got all the decants out of the way, I've got 2 full-sized fragrances. The first one is by Rave. This one's now Rouge. So this one claims to be a unisex fragrance. In this one, you've got balsamic notes, you've got herbal notes. In the middle, you've got resins, iris, and in the base, you've got wood and list sandalwood as well. Okay. Very balsamic, woody fragrance from the looks of it. Maybe even a powdery facet from the iris. Let's find out. It is a Middle Eastern brand. I don't know if it's owned by someone else in large, but unit carton is very interesting. It's like this really rugged cloth. Oh, that's a cool bottle. Very interesting. Huh. A lot lighter than I was expecting. It's just a plastic, like a soft plastic in here, like a rubber, actually. So now Rouge Rave. Okay, I'm gonna spray it on this side, and then the next one I'll spray on the other side. Oh. It is like sweet in a balsamic way. It's a very balsamic wood, a very sweet resinous wood. Ooh, I don't think I have anything quite like this. It's like you've cut down a fresh tree and you get all that juice on the inside. That's what this smells like. It's not a fresh fragrance though. It's very warm actually. Very warm and ambery and woody. Okay, I do like this one. Completely wrong time of the year for me to wear this. I am very excited to rock this when it gets cooler. Ooh, this is good. This is a good one. I love the sweetness of the balsam in this. There is a little tiny bit of a greenness. It's what adds that freshness, like when I described that fresh cut tree. Oh, it's like being in the forest. This one's good. This one's amazing, you guys. Rave, now Rouge by Rave. I'm gonna have to look into more of their scents. This is really beautifully done. Oh, I very much enjoy this. Yeah, I think I would wear this more in the cooler weather. I think this would be beautiful, but there is an interesting freshness to it. So maybe I will try wearing it in the hot weather before it's totally gone. Okay, this next one, I feel like I was bullied. I was bullied into buying this. I kept seeing it everywhere. I kept seeing people talk about it. People were leaving comments about this one, so this is your fault. This is not my fault. It's like you guys actually pressed the buy button, entered in my credit card information. This is your guys' fault. Shaghaf Oud Tonka. I haven't blind bought a scent this expensive in a long time. This was 110 Australian dollars. Very expensive for a scent for me to blind buy. If this one doesn't blow my tits off, then I'm gonna be really upset with you guys and just the internet as a whole. I'll show the opening I almost said on stream. That was a weird slip. Haven't said that in a while. Beautiful packaging. It's got some velvet schmutz on there that's kind of rubbed off, but that's okay. Is there a note card in here? No, that's okay. We'll look up the notes. Nice, simple, beautiful turquoise bottle. I love this color, by the way. It's worth mentioning that I have never smelled another Shaghaf Oud fragrance by them. So package date is January 2024 for what it's worth. I don't know, I figured I would just mention that. For this one, we have an almond top note. Like I said, I've kind of been more curious about almond scents recently. We've got middle notes of cinnamon, Tunisian orange blossom. Love orange blossom. We've got a Turkish rose. In the base, we've got tonka bean, vanilla, and amberwood. Let's spray it. I'm just going to spray it on my right arm. I am still smelling that rave now very strongly, just as a disclaimer. Ooh, atomizer is very heavy. Very strong atomizer. Okay. It's almost... Okay, you know what? The orange blossom and the almond and the tonka bean. That's what I'm picking up. It is so rich and warm. And the almond is like, it's bitter, but in the best way. Because you get like a little bit of a citrusy, crisp floral note from that orange blossom. So it like cuts through that bitter almond, and then you've got a nice warmth from the tonka bean to just like round out and soften all the harsh edges. Okay. I like it. I think the more it dries down, the better it gets. So I'm giving it time. It's getting a little bit warmer as it dries down. That vanilla's coming out like more as it dries down, which I'm glad I sprayed this on skin, because you guys know how I feel about vanilla on paper. It just doesn't always come across accurately, I think. There's a little bit of a cinnamon too, but it's not too strong. It's really letting the tonka bean shine here. Okay, I get it. I get it. It's very good. This is very good. I am excited to see how the bottle changes. I don't think this needs to go in perfume jail necessarily, but I'm very excited to see how this improves with age. Like I said, it's a couple months old potentially. We've got January 2024. I am very excited to see how this ages and warms up and deepens, because it's already pretty good. I love that. I love how prominent the orange blossom note is in here. It just adds like the perfect crisp white floral, beautiful with the almond and the tonka bean. It's just such a beautiful combination. This is so good. And you would think with the tonka bean, it is like a heavy scent. It is heavy. I don't know if I could wear this one now. Maybe a bit too heavy for the summer, unfortunately, but it's really good. Okay, I love the almond in this, and we just smelled another almond fragrance, and that one was a bit, not sure about that one. It was a bit too bitter. This one has the perfect accompaniment with that orange blossom and a little bit of spiciness from the cinnamon. Is it the most complex scent? No, but for how simple it is, it's done beautifully and it smells great. I get it now. It is very good. I understand now why everyone loves this so much. I am curious to see how it changes. It would be nice if there was a little bit more depth to it, maybe. It's a bit linear, but like I said, despite that, it's still really beautiful. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see how this one changes. I'm excited to wear it when it cools down. I get it, okay. And honestly, I'm just breathing a sigh of relief that I actually like this, because it would be the worst thing to pay this amount for the scent and not like it. I would have ripped you guys a new one, to be honest. So you've been saved today, okay? All right, that's everything. Yeah, at the moment, this is kind of a weird time, kind of in the middle of our old place and our new place, so it's a bit of a weird situation, but like I said, I'm gonna try and just continue as normal with videos. If you're interested in house content, we're basically just waiting for the builders to get back to us to do our second walkthrough. So we've had our first walkthrough, just waiting to do the second walkthrough after a few things have been followed up on. So if you guys are interested in that kind of content, I'll link my other channel down below. The first thing to be up there will be just the complete house tour. If not, maybe I'll throw some vlogs in there or something. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.